Good morning and welcome to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz.
And I'm Jan-Eric Frank.
And we are live here from the CTV studios in Wellington, Florida. And we are back at the Grand Champions Polo Club Santa Rita Polo Farm for the 2023 Madelon Bourdieu sixth goal. And the sixth goal has been heated up, more like 6 to 8, 10 goal polo.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very good.
Absolutely. And we are now coming to the last game in round 2. 6 teams, as you may remember, are in the Madelon Bourdieu Memorial. We've had plenty of games also throughout the week during the high goal. So the last game of round 2 between Orea Polo and the Polo School. Let me quickly run you through the players that are out there. Orea, of course, always led by the lovely Petra Sabatova at number 1, Finn Secunda at number 2, coming in off 1 goal, and then Justin Daniels playing the powerful position, number 3, 2-goaler, and of course Matti Busquet matching the number on his shirt and that of his handicap 4 goals. The Polo School led this morning by Santos Bellini at 1, number 2 Meredith Lovegrove, she's of course a -1 player, and then we've got Juan Bellini at 3 and Facundo Freginet at 4, playing of 2 goals. Your umpire, as you can see, Mr. Roddy Matthews.
Yeah, I'd like to take our time. Our heart goes out to the Rollins family, Beverly Rollins, of course, George Rollins, Crab Orchard patron George Rollins. He's passed at the age of 77. He won the U.S. Open 3 times, Gold Cup, 2 Gold Cups, and the C.V. Whitney. George played his last polo game March of 2014. He was an amazing guy, and so we just want to make sure that the family understands here at CTV Sports that we recognize what a special person he was. I had the opportunity, Jan, to play with George Rollins in his first tournament that he ever played at the Palm Beach Polo Club, and I'm happy to say that we actually won that tournament with him, and so they've been good friends of mine for many years and good friends of everybody in the polo world. So, Beverly, we send our love to you, and may the family handle this passing with a lot of respect and love, for George was a super guy.
Yeah, well, condolences. Yeah. Thank you very much. It's very sad news on this Saturday morning. Here we go then. Back to the action and the first issue, the first whistle of the play. Let's have another look at this.
They come across the field here and a little snap back right there. As one player runs 2 on the near side, but then you have contact. So anytime you have the contact there, they're going to go ahead and whistle that and decide which player was basically causing the danger. And in this case, it's going to go in favor of Orea, because remember, when a player does move the ball, you need to let a player clear.
Yeah.
So anytime you move the ball, as long as you don't hit the ball, try not to hit the ball into a player, but if you do change the line on a quick line change, you must allow the player to clear out. And just a little contact there behind the saddle when the player was clearing out, so penalty 5A, and we're back to the action.
Yeah, and I've got to tell you, they're very much looking forward to this game because Orea Polo, of course, this is their second game. They were defeated by Limehouse by 7.5 to 4 in their opening game, so they're 0-1. And the Polo School, of course, already with a win under their belt, beating Trinidad Polo 6-5. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a very offensive-minded Orea Polo team here this morning because, like I say, they do need a win.
Yeah, no, like I said, this has been a great league, and we have new teams. We have new teams, players, sponsors, horses in all of our leagues. Everything from 6 to the 26, as we talked a lot about yesterday in our triple header of the World Polo League, where we had our 2 new teams playing, Global Port and the Dead End team. And so that league is heating up for the Palm Beach Open, so keep your eyes out for scheduling on that. But as we have 6 goal being played weekly here. Buombellini takes the ball to the inside, and he dribbles it up here. Looks like one player coming in. He's going to go back to the right. And then a tap here. And then you are going to get delay a game. Mm-hmm. So basically on the play there where you had a player moving there, wanting you need to run with that ball or hit the ball away. I thought he might shoot that ball because Juan's very, very strong when he gets in that area right around the goal mouth. Maybe he thought that he blocked a little bit, but you can see he was kind of dictating where the ball was going, so I think it's a good call. Possession play, a cop on the pitch, and it's going to be Bellini.
And he will now, I'm sure, drill that one deep down the field. Here we go now. Who can he find? Can he find Santos? Santos, ball does not come on his stick side. Very quickly, Finsecunda will pick this one up and try and clear it. And like I said, Del, I would not be surprised if the game plan here today for Orea Polo is to run that ball as much as they possibly can. Let's see with Justin Daniels creating a little bit of space for himself over on the far side. Little cut shot. Oh, he did not hit that cleanly. And straight away, Santos Bellini will pick that one up. So once again, under the pressure, he got a little bit lucky. Bellini appealing, and we have our next whistle.
So here in the first half of our first chukker of 4, remember in the 6th goal, we played 4 goals. Tato Bellini right there. He's been playing a lot of good polo, but it looks like we had 2 players come together on a sandwich. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And so we have a sandwich on the play. I can't hear you.
Yeah.
And there you go. David has turned in. So we do have a right-of-way violation here on the blocking foul.
Okay. Well, things, like I say, getting heated up very quickly here, very early on in this first chukker, are they not?
Yeah, there's a few little minor fouls. And but this is a big game for both these teams. As you were talking about earlier, Jan, you had the Polo School that at the moment is, are they under 2-0 or 1-0?
1-0. This is
1-0. This is our second game, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. A lot of teams 2-0. Smithfield playing well. Limehouse Properties playing well.
Very well.
Yeah, and then you have the Brookfield team at 0-2, and they said the Trinidad team at 0-2. He's been Facundo, Frazinet. Ooh, off to the right side. He's been playing very well for the Pole School. His first game, when they edged out Trinidad by a goal. And remember, we are using half goals in some areas where the matrix is involved. We are going to get a courtesy change here with 3:26, and there's a good shot. We are on the Buenos Aires field here. And it's at Santa Rita Polo Farm, and there's a good shot of all of the barns that are just spectacular, Jan. I mean, you've had the opportunity to be down there in those barns. Over 212 stalls on the property, as they have the main barns, and then also on the south side of the property. It's 102 acres, 4 fields, and they are just unbelievable, spectacular place. It is such a beautiful place.
I can only endorse that Santa Rita Polo Farm, even if you don't play polo, just to see the farm itself. The facilities are absolutely top class. Having spoken to some of the pros who practice there, of course, And that's also where the Polo School is based and also across the street.
Yeah, we have the Polo schools across the street, but we have a lot of new stuff being built there, a lot of stalls, and they're developing. So we've been running the Polo school at the Santanita Polo Farm. And so if you do come out for a lesson, if you want to learn how to play the game of polo at any level, we teach all levels of polo, all ages. And Juan Bellini being the director of operations there. But you can go to gcpolo.com, and our general manager, Cale Newman, and Juan Bellini's, their numbers are on the website. And you can talk to them about getting set up for a lesson. And as I said, you can be young gentlemen, young ladies, or elder. You know, we do adults also. We also teach riding to everybody. And just an amazing school. Polo school is down here during the winter, goes to Aspen Valley Polo Club in the summer. And one of the biggest and best things about this school is just the horses that they put together. Melissa Ganzi's done an amazing job bringing together a great group of horses for beginner riders. So we can actually put you on different levels of horses based on your ability to ride. And that makes it easy and safe. Safety always, first of all, CHA certified. County Horse Academy, and that safety is a big part of what we do at the Polo School. Also, you can learn about the Polo On Demand program, and they'll tell you more about the Polo On Demand program, and we'll talk about it as the day goes on here. As here we go, back to the action.
Yeah, and looked like we had a little bit of a sword fight going on there between Juan Bellini and Justin Daniels. Bellini appealing to the umpire, who's clearly decided to let play continue, so giving the advantage. Sends a ball deep down the field now. Then can Petra Subotova pick this one up? All of a sudden, the Polo School having to defend very well, but they are very good all round, of course, with the experienced Juan Bellini. Here we go then, the team in blue, that is the Polo School, trying to get that ball back away and up towards that halfway line. Santos Bellini coming in for the challenge. There is the very high lofted backhand, so like I thought, Dale, Orea Polo coming in and with a very offensive with a mindset, and this could be a nice first goal here of the match, and it's going to be scored by Justin Daniels. Took a little bit of time in the making. But you know what they say, Dale? Good things come to those who wait.
Yeah, nice little pass here by Matty Busquet to find Justin going forward. And then Justin has the horsepower. He stays out in front of Bellini. He gets out of the hook. And that's just a perfect approach shot. Just escorts it right to the goal, gets a high flag. And that'll be Justin's first goal of the day. First goal here, actually in our first chucker for either team. And back to the ball in, it's going to be Facundo.
Yeah, but he can't control it straight away. The challenge, you see that they're marking up very close, very well here. Now Secunda once again up against Bellini. That ball's just going to get chipped over the sideboard. So Orea will have possession. Let's have a little look at the clock here. Coming up to the 1 minute mark left to play in this first chukker. And Orea, of course, a very, very strong team, and they know what they're up against here. So if they can put up a couple of early goals here very soon or very early in this match, remember the 6 goal is, of course, only 4 chukkers. Nice little pick up here, extended, but a whistle will stop the action.
Yeah, good read here by Facundo Fresnat. He's going to meet, remember that no right of way on the near side, the left side of the pony for all you new viewers. That is the left side. We call it the near side. Watch, Justin's going to go the near side here. Watch Facundo turn around and go on the off side. And hence, that's why we don't have left-handed players playing the game of polo. Mm-hmm. As you can see how they would have met there if Justin was playing with his left hand. You would have had 2 horses running into each other. We talked about players being grandfathered in. And I think, Ski Johnson, I think, is, one of our elder statesman who was a left-handed player who was grandfathered in. Lefty Lyle, who is passed, who's used to played a lot of polo in Ocala and actually started the villages up there, the polo club. Big part of that. And his son Lordy still in the mix up there, still plays and is involved. But I actually had the opportunity to play with him when he was left-handed. It's a little interesting playing with a left-handed player. They need to follow a lot of the right-handed rules, so they're on the near side a lot, is what it is. It can be a little difficult. On the penalty 5A or 5B, Bellini, you're looking for Facundo.
Sent back by Daniels. He got a little piece of it, but here comes Santos, and he's also been absolutely phenomenal here in this six-goal tournament. Not able to hit the target on that occasion. Working very hard. Daniels will pick up that ball, will send it back up downfield, but Bellini gets another nice piece of it. Again, finds Santos now then. Can Santos outrun Daniels? Well, he didn't really have to. That ball just going a little bit too steep, going over the back line. And let's see if they're going to have enough time to get another play going here before they go for the first. No, that's going to be it, I fear. So, end of that first chukker, just the one goal, but I'm sure that's been very much part of the plan here for Orea Polo. Remember, they are 0-1, so they are looking for their first win. We'll be back after a very short break. Make sure you stay with us right here on CTV Sports.
There's something about when you get up early, prep the plane, and you take off, and you get that first light of day. And the air is crystal smooth. You can see forever. You have to have the right aircraft for the right flight with the right crew up front. Only NetJets can do this. The flight dissolves into the background. It should just be the here and now.
Good morning, and we're getting ready for our second chukker play here. And live from the Santa Anita Polo Farm, a one-goal difference here for the team in the pink, the Orea team with Petra Savatoa, Finn Sakuda, Justin Daniels, and Matty Busquet. If you're just joining us here, and that's a good shot here of Petra on the move, on the bay pony. Good pickup by Petra. Takes it over center field, and she'll take it into the corner. It'll be picked up here now at Polo School in the blue with Santos Bellini, Meredith Lovegrove, for Juan Bellini Sr. and Facundo Frazinet. Both teams are 6 goals.
And as you said, Dale, just that one goal coming in that first chukker of 4. Bellini will, of course, try and change that as quickly as he possibly can. Well, they're doing very well. They've got possession now. Then going up. Let's see if they can make something out of this. Santos up there waiting for that pass once again. Here they go. Couldn't control it over on the far side. Secunda will leave that one for Daniels. Daniels, no, he had to be careful. He knew that Bellini was right behind him. There is the steal, but did he cut across the right of way there of Bellini? You could see Roddy Matthews right on top of that play. Let's wait and see what he saw.
Yeah, good call here by Matty. Watch Bellini takes across the field, and you can see that ball going like that. And then Matty coming across like that. And so you're going to have Bellini on the right of way there. And you're going to have a reaching call in favor of the blue. So Polo School should get an open goal penalty 2 here. And umpire Roddy Matthews right on the scene there. We do use one umpire for the 6th goal and 4 chukker polo. And also Steve Lane, our IRO/second man at the field with the iPad. If there is an issue and the mound official does need to check on a play, he can use Steve and ask them certain, and also all the triggers are in place. Here comes Facundo Fresenet with the second opportunity at the open goal. He had one in the first chucker just wide, and this one dead center.
Yeah, no mistake, and I'm sure he'll be happy with that. So the equalizer, there it is, a goal apiece. We're in the second chucker, and let us just remind you, of course, we've got a double header for you this morning, on this Saturday morning. We've got the 8-goal, of course, as well. The second match of the 8-goal limited edition coming on your screens at CTV Sports at 11:30 this morning. And then, of course, tomorrow, but we'll come back to that a little bit later, a double header, of course, when we go back to the 26-goal with the World Polo League and the Palm Beach Open. Now let's go back to the center. 1 goals apiece then. So it's not been that many goals just yet, but a very open game of polo. As you just said, 1 or 2 chances here by the Polo School. And as I said, I think the pressure is very much on Orea here. They really would like and could do with a win to pick up their first win of this tournament. And I'm pretty sure that the Polo School will have similar plans. They would like to keep a clean slate. The other teams that have played already have played their second game. And as you mentioned earlier, Dale, Smithfield winning their opening goal against Brookfield. The Polo School took care of business when they beat Trinidad. And Limehouse, also in their opening match, beat Orea Polo. So let's see how they fare here now this morning. Once again, on the move here, the Polo School finds a little gap now. Is he within shooting distance? He certainly is. Did not make a clean shot on that. Fresenet and Matty Bousquet now, the Secretary of Defense, just making sure that that ball was not going to go anywhere near between those 2 uprights. Pushing that ball or letting that ball go over the back line. Still a little bit ahead of time for a courtesy change. We'll probably get one more play under our belt. Sends it out to the left-hand side. Nobody there. A blue shirt. Or maybe he came out of nowhere. Across field, Justin Daniels. And again, Secunda with a nice long ball downfield. Secunda, solid second touch now, but can he outride Facundo Fresenet? Daniels coming in to take care of the second man. That was Bellini. Petra Subotova just running over that ball. So now Bellini Sr. has the time and the space to launch another offensive attack. There it is. Nice pass up to the front, looking for and finding Santos. Bellini opens the shoulders. One-touch polo. That is what we love, especially here in the 6th goal, and that's his first goal.
Beautiful power polo play. Starts with Facundo Fresenet winning the ride-off with Finn Secunda, and he puts him on his hip perfect and opens that ball up. Not an easy back shot, but perfectly placed for Juan Bellini. You can see Santos already running by his father, and that got the leg on Justin. And then Bellini just powders one out there a good 100 yards, and Santos finishes it with 1 shot. So covering a good, 180 yards in 2 shots. Well done. Good polo play here by the Polo School.
Well, I was just going to say, Dale, your favorite drink, the Bellini and Bellini.
Yep, the Bellini, favorite summer drink, and it's working well today.
Where did you end up going and celebrating St. Patrick's Night last night?
Nope, I was. We were going to roll out, and then next thing you know, we knew about the local. Everybody in the local viewing area had the opportunity to watch some of the CTV Sports polo at the Buffalo Wild Wings. So we went and checked it out. It was great. There's a lot also. They have all the games in there. You can check out all the polo on the TVs. They have a lot of TVs in there. You watch all kinds of sports. So if you are a sport fanatic, but to add the CTV Sports polo to it was super cool to see. And of course you can get there, go there, have a beer, and have some burgers and wings. They have all kinds of different sauces. Mm-hmm. And if you're a sauce guy, you don't need to, it's not, they have the Richter, like the turbo hot one.
Right.
Our executive producer, Mike Fer, he loves the hot stuff. I'm not a big, I like the really hot spicy, but I love some of their mixtures. You have the garlic and honeys and all kinds of different sauce. So it's really cool.
Well, very
nice.
Yeah, very friendly staff and a great place to go. And I think it's great that we can now start seeing CTV Sports Polo, of course, here at Buffalo Wild Wings on the big screens. Here we go then. Quick courtesy change, as I said, ahead. They are all back out on the field. So chucker number 2, very much at the moment, looks like it's in favour of the Polo school. Twice they've scored. Santos Bellini and Facundo Freginet picking up his open goal penalty 2. Puts them in the lead by 2-1. So now let's see how Orea will react to this. Nice little open backhand looking for Secunda. And he's up against Freginet. He will leave that one for Daniels. Daniels will fake the big shot. He's got Petra going up on his left-hand side. Completely left her on her own. Again, left behind and kind of gave it to Santos Bellini. A little bit of miscommunication there as Matti Busquets was not really in situ. And no, look at that. 3 players come together. And I'm sure the umpire will not be happy with that.
This goes cheeky little play here by Santos Bellini. Watch how he comes in, flips it under the net, goes to the near side. Well done, Tato. Now he comes here, and then you see how Justin goes for the ride off there, not knowing that Facundo Freginet was riding up on the outside. So you have a pink player pushing a blue player into another blue player.
Yeah. And
that's where you need to watch out. Bit of a sandwich on Santos with his own player. Now, if it went the opposite way, if it was Facundo that came over and bumped Santos into Justin, then it would go the other way. Yeah. But in this case, Justin, just not knowing Facundo Freginet was coming up on the outside, went for the ride off, and so that will bring it down to the 60-yard mark, though, because you're right around center field. So they're going to move that ball, and we have seen this young Polo star hit the ball very well from the penalty line. He missed his first one today. But now, let's see if he can make one, because he made a couple 60s in their first game here of the Madelon Bourdieu, and let's see if he can get another. Well hit, off
Very
to the
well
right
hit,
side,
yeah.
but
just unfortunately not straight enough, but the strike was absolutely textbook. So a little bit unlucky there. Stays 2-1, so Orea will be happy that they dodged a big bullet. Here we go, then back into play, and it'll be Matti Busquets to try and get that ball as far down the field as he possibly can. First man is Bellini. There is the pass out to the right-hand side. Good pick up by Daniels on the near side. Now he's got a man on, and that'll be Facundo Freginet again. Oh, look at that great coordination here. He saw Bellini over on the far side turn. Daniels gets his stick knocked there by Bellini, and he does it with a smile, doesn't he? He's like, what do you want?
Oh, you're allowed to hook a player when he's making a play on the ball. So he had Justin riding through there. So Bellini just kind of turned the tables on him. He thought Justin was gonna hook him, and Juan went and hooked, and it worked out. Good play. On the play right here, though, now Freginet, as he clicked down here in the final minute of the second chucker. A little great pony, very quick here on Facundo. He's going to turn it around. Got Tato going forward. He leaves it for Juan Bellini, senior. Senior's going to move the ball, bounces off a pony. And you might get hitting into the horse here. We'll see what they decide, just because they've been watching the safety of the 4-legged athletes right here. Yeah, it kind of hits off of Maddie's horse's foot there, so they'll make sure she's okay, the bald-faced chestnut. Yeah, it looks like they're going to go and let Maddie change her out. It's a good move, and they'll go ahead and take a look. Juan asking about it. Now, this play is a play that just come into play in Polo. Many years ago, it was not involved, but now for safety of the 4-legged athlete and the 2-legged athlete, on those close plays, like when you turn the ball up and depending on where the opposing player is positioned, if you have the opportunity to hit around him, then they might call it against you.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't have the opportunity to hit around him because you're being blocked, then it will go against Maddie. We'll see what they decide here. I mean, you might get a bowl in on it, just because the distance, different. It's a lot of different perspectives come in here. Where was Maddie placed?
Yeah.
It looks to me like they're going to go ahead and bowl it in.
So just a few seconds left to play then in the first half. Here it is, as you said, Dale. Ball is thrown in to play. Justin Daniels will pick it up. Now, has he got the space? Well, he definitely has the space, but has he got the time to run it up the field? The clock, of course, is ticking down. Up goes Finn Secundo. Unfortunately, not picking up the ball on his stick side. Bellini will turn things around once more. Now, remember, he can slam one downfield from more or less anywhere. He's also a contender for... if they had this in this game, a 2-pointer. Of course, that's only in the WPL. And that will bring us to the end of our first half. So, 2-0 in favour of the Polo school after a 1-0 in the first chukker. So the overall score then is 3-1. Beg your pardon, 2-1 in favour of the Polo school. We'll give the players a short break here at the halftime interval, and we'll be back in just a few moments with the second half of the game between Orea Polo and the Polo school of the Madelon Bourdieu Memorial. Number 1 leading his team as always. They call him the Cobra. Give it up for Mr. Mark Ganzi. Then at number 2, our second 10-goaler of this match. Give it up for Hedda Castagnola, ladies and gentlemen. Number 3, there is only one man that can, and that is Mr. Nick Roldan. There he is. And at number 4, all the way from the Great White North from Canada, please give it up for the one and only Mr. Fred Mannix.
My name is Augustine Malman. I am a chef. I trained with my uncle in Argentina in several restaurants, and now I travel the world creating unique experiences, all cooked with fire. For this event, we came from California. My team and I had some previous events there, and we traveled with my wood oven trailer and all of our grills from Santa Barbara, California. Well, when we got here, we always arrive about a week prior to the event. There's several things that we order from out of town, like the firewood. We make reservations of all of the rental items, kitchen equipment, anything we need prior to our arrival is already reserved. And then once we arrive into town, we'll source out whatever products are on the menu, like fish, red meats, fruit, vegetable, anything that we need specifically for that menu that we chose. We will source it once we get in town. My team is everything. I mean, I always tell them and to my clients, without a good team, you can't execute these kind of dinners. It takes a lot more work than what people see when they show up to the events. It takes, like I said, sometimes weeks to prepare for an event like this because we're traveling from out of town, so we have to source everything we're not familiar with. The new barn is, we're here. This is the first dinner we're doing here, so we're very excited to be here. It's amazing. It's a great place to be, and it has this inner courtyard, which is amazing to do dinners, with a special area back here behind me to do all of our grilling and the fire showcase. So it's great to be here. It's a beautiful place. Very different being up in the mountains, but I mean, I feel with Melissa and Mark and all the events we do together, I mean, I feel like it's home. You know, we've been cooking for them for about 4 or 5 years now. But as far as showcasing what we want to showcase and being in an incredible place like Aspen Valley Polo Club, that's no difference to Wellington. I mean, it's a beautiful place up here. It's going to be a 4-course seated meal. As the first course, we have a halloumi cheese that we sear on our fire plancha with shrimp, pine nut gremolata sauce on top. The second course seated will be a roasted beetroot salad with goat cheese and arugula, lemon zest and olive oil. And then the main course tonight will be a mashed potato, sweet potato puree with skirt steak and chimichurri sauce. My name is Augustine Malman, and we are in Aspen Valley Polo Club, one of the most beautiful places to do an outdoor fire dinner experience.
Good morning and welcome back to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz.
And I'm Jan-Eric Frank. Good morning.
And we're getting ready for our second half here of the 2023 Madelon Bourdieu 6-goal Memorial. And, well, two teams that know each other very well.
Yep.
These two teams have played a lot of polo against each other. So it doesn't amaze me that it's a very low-scoring game, just because, I mean, they know the inside, the outsides of each team, each player, the horses, everything, as the Orea team playing here at the Grand Champions Polo Club in many different levels. Petra Sobertova with Justin Daniels. They mix the team up a little bit. Maddie usually plays with them, and then they'll mix in, and then they're using Finn to play in the 6-goal, but they'll switch it up for when they go to 8 or 12. And the Polo School, so they're playing with Petra Sobertova, Justin Daniels, Finn Secunda, and Maddie Busquet. They're in their pink jerseys today. They have 1 goal on the day, 6-goal team. Polo School in the blue. And Santos Bellini playing number 1. Meredith Lovegrove, one of the Polo School graduates, you could say. She's a lot of fun, and she's a rider. She jumps and does cross-country jumping and does all the different disciplines. And loves the game of polo. They're playing with Facundo Fresonet and Juan Bellini Sr. with Santos Bellini. And a close game, 2-1 here. As you remember, only 4 chucker polo. So after halftime, let's see what happens here in the third. Juan Bellini.
On the move for the Polo School, and Bellini will want to try and extend that lead. There's a nice long ball once again. But look at that, Orea standing very well here in defense. And I was just going to touch on that man who's on the ball as we speak here, Dale. We haven't really seen Matty Busquet come to fruition yet so far in this game. And we know how solid, what a strong 4-goal player he is. Daniels, playing the number 3 position, of course. He's the only man so far to have scored for Orea Polo. Another nice ball up to the front now. Then can Busquet pick that up? Well, he tried it on the near side, but if you snooze, you lose, and Bellini will pick up that very quickly, turns it around. Now then, wanting to send a pass back to Santos, and Santos picks it up, so they're working very well together here, the Bellini brothers. I should say father and son, of course. But, and that pass that we saw earlier, that cracking goal that Juan sent downfield, and Santos picked it up one touch. Polo was absolutely phenomenal. Now then, they're pushing them back further down into their own half. Yeah, again, a very nice read and a good pickup here by Bellini, coming straight into your sitting room or into your living room. Petra Sobertova, and this is what I like about Petra, Dale. She is, as you said, an all-rounder when it comes to the equine sports, but she's also very, very brave, and she will take on anyone. She's a very, very solid rider and likes to get into the thick of it. There she is on the ball now, just the smallest of touches, but that has done enough to pick it up now by the man with the number 4, Busquet. Matti up against Santos, sends a nice ball through the center, looking for Finn Secundo, and he's just going to get beaten to it there once again by the number 4 in blue, by Fresonet. And now Santos on the move, a clear way downfield. He's got Busquet behind. Oh, a little bit of an overshot there. And that will be, a dead ball. Who's going to be the first man on it? Once again, it will be Finn Secunda. Stops and turns, beats Bellini. Well played Fin Secunda now then. A nice little run would be ideal for Orea Polo. Petra tuck it in behind. A little bit too far out to pick that up. Also, Justin Daniels not close enough. Once again, Bellini, senior, he seems to be everywhere. Another perfect pass, just slightly too steep, as that will go out of bounds, and we will have a change of possession.
Yeah, I'm just going to skip out of bounds here. Look at great passing again by both teams. We've seen a lot of that in the 6th goal. It's been fun to watch. It's at a low league. Just the ability for the teams to really work well together and pass the ball. This guy's been sensational all season, Matty Busquet. He's going to go all the way here. Oh, bad luck. Bellini backs it up, bounces off a pony. Everybody grabbing leather to turn around here. But it's going to be turned around by Justin Daniels. He'll bounce it off the back of his own teammate right there, Fin Secunda. And here you go. You might get Meredith, might get a shot out in front. You can see Meredith Lovegrove right there going to the front for the pass, and then a whistle on the play will stop the clock. Come together here. Tato takes it on the near side, flips it to his left side, and then he comes back to the left. So you can see how that ball was going more up and down. We'll see where they actually come. There might be the foul on the second play, actually. We're going to get a Kersey change here with 2:59 on the clock.
So whilst we wait, and I'm sure the players, like they have been, they've been very, very quick to come back out on the field. As I said, we have our doubleheader on this Saturday morning. Casimiro making their first appearance here in the limited edition 8 goal, featuring Steve Cox, Mickey Navija Estrada, and again, you see him all over, again from 6 to 8 to 26, of course, Double G Grant Ganzi, and great to see him back again here on CTV Sports, Paquito Donavaez. Very, very solid and a very, very talented young player. Remember his dad, Paco, playing in the World Polo League last year. Up against Grand Champions Polo Club, that'll feature Fran Spinacci, Milo McDonough. Well, what can we talk about? We can say a lot about him. Antonio Aguirre, and the man who was in the studio here at CTV Sports last week, Nito Uranga, making up Grand Champions Polo Club. As I say, that'll be on your screens at 11:30. And then, of course, tomorrow, looking forward to another double header of the World Polo League. The action starts tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Audi taking on Brookshire after they had their second meet yesterday with Casablanca. And then our featured game, and I know there's a young lady in Fort Lauderdale very much looking forward to seeing that game. Good morning to our lovely surrogate mum, the lovely Sharon Robb. Kaya Polo up against Global Port. That tomorrow, our featured game here at Grand Champions Polo Club. Remember, if you're in the area, we'd love to have you field side here at Grand Champions Polo Club. But if you can't make it, then you know where to go. CTV Sports is where you'll see all the action.
Yeah, they're in the Memorial. They had 2 brackets, 3 teams in each bracket. They're playing cross bracket. Bracket 2 seems to be dominating.
Yeah.
As the Smithfield team with Craig Callan, John Klopp, Julio Escura, and Manu Bijamil on 5 goals. He was impressive. We watched him play. They're on 2 goals. Craig plays in the front. John plays in the back. Julio and Manu will play in the middle. That's the way they set their team up, and they stay very focused on that with Craig in the front and John in the back, and then those 2 in the middle doing their Limehouse Properties. Limehouse doing very well. Brad Limehouse, we were talking with good friends of mine.
Yeah.
And Brad, he's having so much fun, and they're actually working the Polo on Demand program.
Yeah.
So they came in. Of course, they leased all their horses. Were put together on a team with Grant Ganzi, and that team has done very well. And Mickey Navija Estrada. So they're on 2-0. So we have couple teams, and shot a goal here bounces off the pony after the Kersey change, and it's just going to trickle out of bounds, and it'll set up here for a knock-in. So we got to keep an eye on those 2 teams. And the third team here is the Polo School. They have an opportunity to go 2-0 today, and that means all 3 teams in bracket 2 will be 2-0, and everybody on the other side will be 0-2.
Here we go then. Bellini wants to send that ball downfield. Daniels, he saw that he had Matti Busquet over on the far side now. Then they're still in Polo School territory. Once again, the Secretary of Defense just getting there in the nick of time, beating Matti Busquet to get to that ball. Now then, what's Bellini got up his sleeve? Orea could do with regaining possession of that ball. Bellini turning it around now. He's going to turn back on the inside. A deflection right under the watchful eye there of our mounted official, Roddy Matthews. Ball is still very much alive. Left now for Bellini. And he'll just take his time, tap the ball up the field a little bit before he unloads. But I'm pretty sure will be another oh! That was a little bit of a miss hit, but here we go. Second hit, then, of course, everything is straightened up again. Daniel's coming down the line as well. Has a little look. Where is the traffic coming from? Yeah, he was there first. He'll pick that one up. Nicely done. He now needs to just control it. He's got Fin Secunda behind him. That ball got topped slightly. Again, Santos very quick on the move. Picks it up on the near side, despite the appeal there from Busquet. Now then, Santos Bellini. He's got Fin Secunda on his back door there. Nice, long drive. Where's that ball going to go? Just wide. Maybe should have taken a little bit more time teeing that up, but he had the pressure in from behind.
Yeah, I think he just actually hit that so easy. I think he was trying to lay it up. But we noticed, remember, that we thought Santos here he went to a whole nother level. He's been playing all season. He started in January. But now in March, he is a different polo player, showing a lot of class and just style to his game. He's been working out. Remember I told you I've been working with the Polo School at the Santa Rita Polo Farm. And I've seen a lot of the players out there preparing, and he is one of them. He's been out there working hard, trying to get his game dialed in here. It's going to go ahead. I don't know what happened here. They came together. Let's see. You might have run out of time. Tato pulls out of there. So I don't know if they blew it on him early and that'll end the chucker. But we'll see. We'll check with our mount officials. We'll send them off, and we'll prepare for our fourth and final chucker. Stay with us here on CTV Sports.
Foot golf, it's a kind of life, and also it's a combination about golf and football.
So I got into sport through social media. Someone approached me on Twitter and said, "Have you tried it?" I'd never heard of it at that point. So I went to my local course and tried it and just completely fell in love with the game.
This is not as easy as it looks on your body. It's a lot of kicking. We don't normally kick this many hard kicks in soccer.
For me, this and the U.S. Open are the two top U.S. tournaments. It's something we all look forward to every single year.
Great fun, and I think everyone will enjoy it when they try it. You can't not have fun.
When you set goals at the start of the season and you're able to achieve them at the end of the year, I think I can speak for everyone and say when we set goals and we make the sacrifices that we make, which a lot of people don't see, and then it all comes to fruition, it's a good feeling.
I literally live, breathe foot golf.
The taqueria has all your polo needs, from the novice to the professional. We carry all of our equipment in multiple grades to fill a price point to suit the individual.
Okay, so we did have a whistle at the end of the third chukker. Shading will be the call. It'll go against the Polo School blue. And that ball was at about the 80-yard line, 100-yard line, so they'll bring it in for sure for a penalty 4. And now an opportunity for the Orea team to get the equalizer.
Yeah, because looking at the score sheet here, Dale, it seems like forever since we've seen the last goal. There was 2 goalless chukkers by Orea. They didn't score in chukker 2 or 3. At least they managed to keep the Polo school at bay. They weren't able to get a shot off on target or hit the target in chukker number 3. And the last 2 goals that we saw were from Santos Bellini and Facundo Freginet, and that was in the second chukker. So, yeah, this could be an interesting scenario for Orea Polo School to pick up the equalizer. And then, of course, it's going to be very exciting, I think, fourth and final chukker.
Yeah, so here you go. Here's your fourth and final chukker. And it's going to be Maddie to do the honors for Orea. Busquet. Hit well, but off to the left side. And the Polo School Blue will dodge a bullet. Juan Bellini Sr. will gather his team here. Very tight game. As I said, a little bit of a defensive battle all day. And we were talking about the two teams just knowing each other so well. So everybody just looking for a spot. He's going to find Facundo Freginet on the outside. Finn Secunda comes over. Freginet, he'll slow it down. Now he'll go back to the center looking for Juan. And Meredith's going to get a shot here. Meredith Lovegrove. Oh, Juan Bellini jumps in front of her to take it out. And stolen away by Justin. And then you get a whistle on the play. So, well done, Juan. I guess kind of moved that ball to the right side and picks up a foul. Meredith was in a good spot right here. Juan said, I got you.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have the reaching call.
Yeah, unlucky there by Justin, just in the wrong place at the wrong time. So, again, of course, the experience of Juan Bellini there coming to fruition. And, again, a good call here by Roddy Matthews, our mounted official. So this is the last thing that Orea Polo could have wanted or wished for here in the fourth chukker. Penalty 4 in favor of the Polo School. And as you can see, teeing up the ball there, Facundo Freginet.
So Facundo 1 for 3 today. He actually was very strong in his first game. Facundo, he was 3 for 3.
Yeah.
And that was 2 2s and a 4. So let's see if he can get one here. It'd be a good, take a little pressure off the Blue here in the final chukker. Hits the ball very hard, very clean for a young man. Let's see if he can get one here. Off to the left side.
Yeah.
It's right side of the field, left side of the screen.
Seems to be the flavor of the day today.
Yeah, back and forth, both teams. Shooting, we'll do our stats at the end, so you get a good look at that. We do our stats at the end on the 4 chukker games. And on our 6 chukker games, we do it at halftime. And we compare it to the end. On the knock in there, Facundo gets a piece of it. Justin's got, he's got to have Petra.
Yeah.
She loves playing the gray pony in the final chukker. And he had her going forward there just to miss it.
Yeah, unlucky. And it would have been nice to have seen Petra on the run there. She comes back, of course, straight away. To go back where she's needed. This is what I like about Petra. She really likes to roll up her sleeves and get into the thick of it. Now there's the open backhand, but who will pick it up? It'll be Santos Bellini. Slams on the brakes, stops, turns, has a little look, would like to get a shot off onto goal, gets it a little bit more centered. Here we go then, Santos Bellini, just that final hurdle there. Facundo, I beg your pardon, Finn Secundo sends it back. Now it'll be the turn of Bellini Sr. Once again, come charging down the line was Petra Subatova. Play continues. Bellini will hammer it back. Daniels will very quickly turn. Let's have a look at the clock here. They are still down by that 1 goal. There's the open backhand. That's a good pass to Matti Busquets. Secundo will take out Freginet. Now, here we go then. This could be a drive, and this could be an offensive play here. Daniels coming across as that ball goes across the field. Daniels takes it over the halfway line. Still Justin Daniels, but he's gone. No, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, big hit there by Justin. Skips out of bounds. Chestnut Mare running very well for him. Love the way that one bobs his head. He gets him out in front. Change of possession on the cop on the pitch. Going to be Bellini. He's going to get a little rotation here by, looks like his son. Tato's going to fall into the rumble seat right now, just to keep a little bit of a defensive front. Meredith out in front again. If she can get out there, she might be able to get in there. No, it's going to be picked up here by Finsacuna. Back it up. He's going to find Justin. Daniel's going to try to run the corner. Good hook here by Bellini. Controlled out. Ooh, they come together there. And look like Finsacuna coming down the right-of-way there, so we'll see if they allow Frazinet out in front. Let's take a look at it here on the replay. The ball moving up and down the field there. And Frazinet is going to go from left to right there. So let's see if they catch him. That they decide as they come together on that ride-off, you're either going to have a turn or you will have either a turn or uneven ride-off, one or two. I wasn't sure if he had enough time to turn that one there as Finn put the pressure on. A good shot of Justin Daniels as he changes out. Beautiful looking chestnut there. He rode in the fourth round. Two chestnuts. Doubling up on the chestnut mares. And that's will take us to our final Kersey change of the day here in our four-chucker match. Well, beautiful weather in southern Florida today.
Yeah, the temperatures, I tell you, it's been quite an odd weather front that we've had. The temperatures dropped by about 10 degrees in the last few days. It's gone shot back up now. And, of course, I talk centigrade, you talk Fahrenheit. It went from over 30 to 33 to 21, 22. So it really cooled off. But today, once again, 32 degrees, which I believe is the high 80s, touching on the 90s. And tomorrow, once again, we're going to have a little bit of a dip. And we just hope very much, of course, that we're going to be spared any kind of rain.
Yeah, you're right. It was in the 80s, and it went to the 70s. And very refreshing for the four-lane athletes. We are going to have a turning call.
Right.
And I agree with this call. It was too close there as Frazinet went from the left to the right, and you can see how Finn had to pull up so they didn't run into each other. You can turn the ball in the polo field. You just need to have enough space, enough distance. Yeah. And especially the sixth goal, we're looking for a good 2.5. You need a little bit more in the sixth goal for safety reasons at the level. And that's going to take it down to another 60. So, opportunity once again for the equalizer.
Yeah.
And we'll see what they decide to do. It was Ben Batty taking the penalties. See if they decide to switch it up a little bit. Justin will take them also. I haven't seen Finn take one, but I'm sure he practices them. They said Finn's grandfather, Julian Hipwood, a 9-goal polo player. His father, Max, 5-goal polo player. He comes from a polo family and plays very well. Finsacuna, and he's had opportunities to play in the high goal. So he's been seasoned, as we say. It's going to be Maddie again. And we've seen Maddie just be the man from the line. So you only get one here. Let's see if he can get one on the bald-faced chestnut. Worm burner. Oh, daisy cutter right down the center.
Yeah, nice. Very nicely done. And I'm sure he'll be happy with that, redeeming himself after he put one wide. But if you think about it, Dale, had he scored that earlier one and now this one, they would have been in the lead.
Yeah, I mean, it's this is just the timing is perfect. It's going to be their first goal since the first chucker where Justin scored from the field. But more importantly, the equalizer.
So, a little over 2.5 minutes left to play now then. 2 goals apiece. Arcan, Orea, and you've touched on this on many occasions, Dale. They are a team that like to turn it up here in the final stages of all of their games. This is a big, big chance here now for, once again, the man with the number 4, Matti Busquet. Oh, he puts that through. Well, Orea, all of a sudden, very much coming alive here in the fourth and final chucker.
Yeah, they've been the final chucker team, would you say, Ian? Out of all the teams we've seen play at all levels, they seem to come out on on very strong horses or horses they're very comfortable on, but they always seem to bring it together right at the end. They're a finishing team. They finish very well.
Yeah, you can see Matty really, really happy with that. Remember, they were trailing for most of this game by a goal, and then 2 very quick goals in succession. Now then, the pressure is on the other foot. How will the Polo school react? A little over a minute and a half left to play. Now, Orea don't want to give up what they've put so much effort and work into, but here we go. Bellini, now we know that he's a long-distance shooter and hitter. Where's that ball going to go? Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Orea will want to just try and get this over the time. Subotovic coming in, and once again, this could be the equalizer for the Polo school.
Ooh. Well done, Facundo. And I thought that Petra might get there.
Yeah, I thought so too.
On the Great Pony. I think this is a good non-call because she looked like she was on the outside coming in. And not 100% sure. We'd have to look at it again. I know they're going to check it. But she was right there.
Yeah.
For the back shot. Remember when it looked like Facundo was coming, she was still coming around. But a non-call on the play, and we got 3s on the boards here in our last 35 seconds. And here comes Orea. They're going to go ahead and override Petra.
Oh, well done, Petra.
Takes it forward. Facundo. Back
Daniels.
to Justin. He's still got time here. Daniels with Manny in the rumble seat. Justin still working it down.
Oh.
Still has control. Backed up cleanly by Frezinet. And 10 seconds. Can they go coast to coast? Turn around. Time's going to click down on him here. Maddie might get one more shot at goal, and that will end it right there. So tied up. We're going to overtime. So 3-3. And we'll go ahead and send everybody off, and we'll be back for a sudden death of 5th chucker. And that'll be first goal to win. A bit of an advantage for the Orea team as they're going to be right around the 60, 70-yard line when that ball is bowled in. So if they can get possession here, they'll have a shot on goal. So take a little break. We'll see how long. They might come back quickly, so we'll keep an eye on them. Sometimes they come back very fast for the overtime chuckers. They might need to get a few four-legged athletes ready for that, in which they'll get a full 5 minutes. So you stay with us here. We'll be back. 2023, Madelon Bourdieu, Memorial 6 goal.
Happy to be back in town playing with the best teams, best boys, and, on the best fields.
So we're going to start the season a full power horse.
I'm just happy to be back in Florida. It's hometown. Looking forward to getting back on these amazing fields.
Hi, I'm Tomacho Pérez.
Hello, I'm Nacho Figueras.
Hello, I'm Martín Muñoz.
I'm Gonzalito Pérez.
I'm Alejandro Novilla Estrada.
Hello, I'm Nacho Novilla Estrada. I'm Mike Rhodes, and here back in Aspen.
We're We're here at the Santa Rita Polo Farm where the PTF Polo ASSN Junior Tournament is being held for the first time ever at this location. And I mean, could you get a more beautiful venue? Probably not. The tournament includes players of all ages, starting with the youngest at just 2 years old and the oldest at 20 years old. So you've got all ages, all skill levels, and a whole lot of fun. Let's go check it out.
It reminds me of my days when I was in that position playing the kids tournament, and for us it meant the world. So I'm very happy to be here supporting my son and other kids as well, because I think they really enjoy this, and for them it's even more important than for us probably playing the 26 or the 22.
Well, that's a wrap on the PTF Polo ASSN Juniors Tournament at the Santa Rita Polo Farm. So much incredible talent coming up through the ranks. The future is certainly bright for the sport of polo. Now, for more information on the PTF, head to polotraining.org. And, of course, head to Chucker TV for all of our awesome content, including full game broadcasts.
At the time the taqueria began in 1975, our goals were simple: to provide service, which we did fieldside with our first trailer, quality, and those hard-to-find polo specialty items. We searched the globe to bring back the best equipment possible for polo players by polo players.
I think our first overtime chucker.
Yeah.
In the sixth goal.
Yeah.
This season. We've had some great games, but here we go. 3-3. A very strong chucker by the Orea team in the four chuckers. Scored 2 goals. Manny Busquet, one from the penalty line, one from the field, and then one by Facundo Fresanet. And here we go. First goal wins in the sudden death overtime.
And Daniels picking up that ball now. Then can he send it downfield? In comes Secunda. But just beaten there by Santos Bellini. A bit of a bouncing ball in the second row. Then Fresanet. Secunda once again trying to keep his stick down. And the next man on that play will be Mati Busquet. Turns it on the inside of the boards now. But he's got Bellini obviously to deal with. Secunda. Finn. He knows he's got Justin Daniels behind, but Santos Bellini coming in for a piece of the action. Also, Petra Subotova right there in the thick of it. There is the under the neck shot, trying to send it up to the front door where Mati Busquet was waiting. Didn't quite get through to the way he wanted it. Oh, nice cheeky steal here by Daniels. Now then a cut shot. Here it comes, or a tap shot even. And he puts it through on the inside of the post. Well played, Justin Daniels.
Yeah, this is just a clean steal by Justin. Look like Santos was trying to take it out, and then he just pulls out the putter there and moves it along to get the finish. And that'll be Justin's second of the day, as he had one in the first and now one for the finish.
So, Orea coming out to set out what they came to do, which is to win their second game. So well done. Congratulations to Petra Subotova, Finn Secunda, Justin Daniels, and Mati Busquet. And as promised, here are your final match stats.
Yeah, so 43 after 7 chuckers. Look at that. Shot on goals of the Polo School. 4 more shots, but there's the knock-ins. They had 7 knock-ins, the Orea team. So that's where the Polo School needs to tighten it up a little bit. They just need to have better, higher percentage shooting. A lot of knock-ins for the Orea team, and those are missed goals. Only 2 knock-ins by the Polo School. So based on the shooting, higher level shooting by Orea. Fouls committed, Polo School, a couple more, but doesn't really change the game. A lot of penalty 5s because you only had 1 penalty scored by the Polo School from the penalty line. And some misses. We had a few misses by the Polo School. So 1-1, they go 1-1 here. as we had the opportunity for the Polo School to go 2-0 with bracket 2, which is very strong, the bracket 2. They're playing a cross bracket with 6 teams. Any final words there, Jan, on our Madelon Bourdieu?
Well, I think Orea Polo, like I said, especially we spoke about it in the last chucker before they went into overtime. That's where they really turned up the heat. And I think it was great to see that. The team kept it together, and I know that Petra Subitova is a motivator, getting the best out of her boys. And I think well done, Matty Busquet, for picking up those 2 final goals. When you go into sudden death, it is a luck of the draw. It could go either way. So I'm pretty sure Orea Polo, and I think they deserved the way they kept it together as a team, the team spirit. So well done to them. But it's still all very much open, and I think the Polo School are still very much a contender who we could see in the final.
Yeah, you got it. Should be fun. So for Jan Eric Frank, I'm Dale Schwetz. I speak for everyone here at CTV Sports. So I say thank you for making us leaders of polo broadcasting. And always remember, here at CTV Sports, we love the polo.